Hello, I'm Tom and welcome back to the ProCycle channel. We're going to continue along with the LED upgrades to our TW200 project. In our last couple of videos, we installed the LED tail light, LED headlight, and LED turn signals. Today we're going to install a few more parts as they'll start in the same location, the battery. Speaking of batteries, we'll start the install with a firepower lithium-ion battery, 2x3-inch Tiger LED light kit, a charge ring connector, and a pair of COSO heated clip-on grips. We went with the firepower battery to shave some weight and to have an overall much better battery. The 2x3-inch Tiger LED lights are an amazing upgrade at a price point you just can't beat. I personally run these on my DR650 and love them. We also offer a 2x2-inch option. These lights are unique as they come with everything you need plus extra lenses to change the style of your lighting. You get a spotlight, floodlight, and a combo light lens for the 2x3-inch option. Next, we wanted to try something new and different when it came to heated grips. These COSO X claws literally just clamp onto your existing grips and can be completely removed in a matter of seconds. Now you can run whatever grips you want year round. Last was a standard charge ring connector. We don't always get to ride this bike, so when we want to add a battery tender to the bike, it makes it nice. Alright, let's jump into this install. Remove your seat. To do this, remove the two bolts underneath the fender, lift and pull away. Next, remove your side panels. The right side just pops off, and the left side has two Phillips screws and a single rubber bung connecting to the fuel tank. The last thing is the fuel tank itself. Shut your fuel off and disconnect the fuel line to the carburetor. Pliers work great for moving the spring clamp. And then there's one 10mm bolt at the base of the tank. Lift the rear of the tank and pull backwards. Now, remove your battery by unscrewing the 10mm bolt holding the negative battery cable. Bend it out of the way and repeat this process with the red positive wire. If you have a lead acid battery, there will more than likely be a vent tube running off of it somewhere leading down to the bottom of the bike. Pull this tube up and out of the way. Release the rubber hold down strap. Now, carefully pull the battery out of the tray and set it aside somewhere safe. The new lithium-ion battery is going to be much smaller than the original and will need some spacers made to keep it from bouncing around. We offer a kit with a few really dense foam bricks that you can cut to fit as we did here. Once that's situated, install the battery and fasten down the rubber hold-down strap. For this portion of the installation, we're only showing you how to install a charge ring connector. You may not be adding as many accessories as we are at once, but if you are, the process will be the same. You just stack the extra ring connectors together. To install, run the battery bolt through the ring connector and through the battery lead. Start with the red positive wire and then repeat this process to the negative side terminal. Tighten down as needed. Note, before doing this, if your battery cable ends are corroded and or frayed, replace or repair them now. It will save you from headaches down the road. Another alternative to stacking is the use of accessory terminal blocks. These will neatly hold the wires in place. If you've chose to install a charge ring connector as we did, go ahead and run it down somewhere out of the way where you'll be able to access it after you put the body panels and the seat back on. We went ahead and went to the left side of the shock here and then brought it down the frame rail and zip tied it up so it's nice and neat, won't flop around. Alright, this is where we are at after installing the charge ring connector, heated grips, and the Tiger LED aux lights. Don't worry, we did tidy up the rat's nest of wires with a couple of zip ties, as you should too. If you have the heated grips or LED aux lights, go ahead and run the wires up along the backbone of the frame to the steering stem. Use zip ties to loosely hold them in place as you may need to adjust the wires back and forth. Pop them onto your bars, wrap the excess wire around the handlebar, and plug it in to test your work. Let's move to the front of the bike where we will be installing a pair of Tiger LED aux lights. Start with one of your forks and remove the lower triple clamp bolts with a 10mm socket. You can now install one of our aux light brackets supplied with your light kit. The cool thing about these brackets is that you can mount them with the lights inward or to the outside of the bike. We opted to go with them to the outside. Our aux light mounting brackets will come with longer bolts and they will use the same 10mm socket. Go ahead and finish tightening those bolts down and then repeat this process over on the other fork tube. Go ahead, remove those bolts and install your new aux light mounting bracket, tighten it down, and then we'll move on. case you were wondering what to do with the relay that comes built into the harness of the kit, we tucked ours down into the airbox area here behind the shock. It shouldn't interfere with the shock, but just in case, we zip tied it out of the way. If you've hung in this long, I promise we're almost done. Grab an aux light, slip the rubber pad onto the bolt, and install the light first, the flat washer, then the lock washer, and tighten it all down with a 13mm wrench and socket. The little adjustment bolts on the side of the light take a 4mm Allen key to tighten. Repeat this process to the other side. The beauty of this kit is that there is no need to cut or modify the harness. You just need to route the wires to where they won't get pinched and plug the lights into the harness. You can cut and shorten the harness if you don't want to have a couple feet of excess wire bunched up somewhere on the bike. The last step to the installation is connecting the harness to the supplied switch or switch of your choosing and then installing it on the bike. The black wire is your negative, the red is your power coming into the switch, and the blue wire is power going to the lights. We modified this bracket here to accommodate the supplied switch and mounted it to the bar clamp. We are working on a TW200 dash kit that will come with smaller switches to work with this kit amongst some other goodies. Alright, tighten up any loose zip ties and double check your work. Reinstall your fuel tank. Be mindful though of the new and extra wires running down your frame. Don't forget to reconnect your fuel line and put your side panels back on and reinstall your seat and you are done. Hey, thanks for sticking around. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up as it really helps with our algorithm on YouTube to reach more riders like yourself. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to know more about these products, there will be links in the info section of the video. And remember, the adventure begins here.